Are you okay, Tom?
Yeah.
You ready? Okay. Okay, this is Kelly Crum. And you're here about the sales manager position.
Yes, I am.
And what experience have you had in sales management?
I haven't had any sales, but I'm ready for a career change.
Oh, well, what's been your career in the past? Are you interested in sales then? Is that?
Yes, I am.
What have you done in the past?
I've done reception and secretarial work and teaching in my past. And so I'm ready for a big challenge.
What's your typing speed?
Typing speed, 40 words a minute, approximately.
And do you have any experience with computer programs and word processing?
Yes, I do. This last position I was in Healthy Cities Association. I was using Word Perfect on 5.1 on DOS, but my preference, of course, is Word for Windows because it's so easy to use the mouse. Just like that. I created a newsletter on.
But it's not as powerful a program as Word Perfect.
Yes, it is.
It's simpler, but it isn't as powerful.
Oh, well. I just used the
How
DOS
much
version.
experience did you have on that Word? Like we run Word Perfect here. We don't play with that Microsoft Word stuff.
Well, I had about 5 months experience on it. And and I created a newsletter on Word for Windows. There you go.
Well, it would have been a lot more fun on Word Perfect.
Well, okay, I would have had Word Perfect for Windows, but it was DOS, so that was very limiting.
I see. Now, so you want to get out of the receptioning and secretary. Is that right?
Yes.
You want to get into sales?
Well, I think being a reception, you're always selling. You're always selling yourself and the company.
So you wouldn't mind working as a receptionist here then? Is that what you're saying?
I would like to get into sales. I like to be.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, but what are we going to do about this crooked nose, crossed eyes, and pigeon-toed? It says on here, do you have any physical defects?
Well,
What are we going to do about those?
I don't know.
We can't.
Because you asked the question, I just thought
I mean, that's, gee, those physical, we got a problem there if you were going to be a receptionist, don't we? We got a problem if you're going to be in sales?
No, only if
Oh.
you're a receptionist.
Do you see straight though, or you don't see cross-eyed?
I see
You
just fine.
The glasses corrected, or your nose doesn't look too crooked to me. And you walked in here pretty good. Maybe we could live with this. Well, what do you think would qualify you then to be in sales? You don't have any sales experience.
Well, I think, like I said, being a receptionist, you are always selling yourself and selling the company as well. So I think I would have qualifications there.
I see. And how many years did you have as a receptionist?
About 3 years.
And this, what is this? What is this? Is this minutes of?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm writing out. I'm trying to read it. Minutes of Healthy Calgary and Community Development Council meetings.
Oh, I see.
And
Type and fax,
Yeah.
computer accounting.
yes,
You've done some accounting, have you?
Yes, I have.
What program did you use?
Quicken and Access.
Oh, Okay. And Vale Athletic Club. Are you athletic?
I'm very athletic, yeah.
You were reception there.
Yes.
You managed the pro shop and made squash and racket bookings.
Yeah.
Well, so you'd like to do sales, is what you'd like to do. Well, thanks for coming in. we're going to, in another week, we'll meet and talk again.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Robertson.
Okay, nice to meet you, thank you. I'll let you take this with you. I'm Dick Robertson.
I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You're here to apply for a job at Curtis
Yes, I am.
Motors? Please have a seat.
Maybe I should read this. This looks really good. I was on
You want
straight
me
off
to?
of the Alberta.
Okay. Harriet, I'll ask you to sit here, and I'll sit there. Don't mind.
Sure.
And you're applying for the job of what?
Receptionist.
Receptionist. Have you had receptioning experience?
Yes, I have.
What have you done in the past?
I work for a real estate firm.
Busy place?
Yes, it was.
Those real estate offices, I understand, are pretty busy. Well, you must have handled a lot of calls then.
Yes, I had a lot of people coming in, and I had to book out keys and things like that.
And did you book appointments for the agents or?
Yes.
Have you worked in another environment as a receptionist?
Yes, I worked at some. I worked in a newspaper office as a receptionist as well.
Oh, where was that?
That was back in Toronto.
Oh, are you from Toronto?
Yes, I am.
Where did you live there?
I lived in Toronto, Mississauga.
Well, I live down there, or up in Fern Hill. Well, what do you think is the most important function of a receptionist?
To be pleasant, courteous to customers, make them feel welcome.
You're the first point of contact for your company, or the firm that you represent. You have to do that well. What if they're upset and things?
Well, you try to calm them down, each situation as it comes along, see what you can do to alleviate the problem.
Have you had to handle situations like that?
Yes, I've had some irate customers involved, just take each situation as it comes.
I see here that you've done some data entry.
Yes.
Was that into a database, was it?
It was for a medical lab.
And
We did the name and the address and the tests that were requested. And then I also did some results reporting, and you had to be very accurate because if you put the wrong result for the wrong patient, could be disastrous.
Yeah, they went in for one test and found out they had something else. You've done some typing? You're familiar with computer word processing programming?
I took a word processing course. I actually haven't used it too much.
What program was it?
The 5.1 Word Perfect.
Word Perfect. You've had to, it says, updated and maintained inventory price controls. Tell me about that just a little bit.
Well, I worked for a company, and it was a book company. They had all the different books and things, and we had to keep book prices to change. So I had to keep what was on file, what was there, and
I see here that you've been involved with beer service. You don't drink on the job, do you?
no, that's not allowed. Actually, you're not allowed to have a drink an hour before you go to work. So. But I'm not a big drinker. I drink socially with friends, and that's.
Okay, so that wouldn't be a problem here. We wouldn't have a tipsy receptionist.
That wouldn't be too good.
Okay, well, thanks for coming in, Harriet, and we're going to speak again in about a week.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll let you take those back. Robertson.
Don Lyman, pleased to meet you.
What was the last name, Don?
Lyman.
Libel?
Yes.
Pleased to meet you. Don, please have a seat. You're here to apply for a job
Yes.
with Curtis Motors?
Yes.
Okay. What job are you applying for?
I'm applying for a job in transportation.
Transportation. Please be seated. Do you have an application form or a resume? Or?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Have you got some experience in transportation, Don?
Yes, I do.
What have you done in the past?
I've dealt with the handicapped and transportation of the handicapped. And I've dealt with transportation so far as working with the city in social services, transporting people and goods to various job sites.
So you would drive a bus or a van to take these people to the job site or
Yes.
back? Or?
Yes, I'm still doing that right now. I'm on call. I'm not getting a whole lot of work, and consequently that's led me to seek employment and look for greener pastures.
It says here that you've done some driving instructing.
Yes,
It says taught theory, as well as practical aspects of driving. So you teach in a classroom setting as well as take them out on the road and train them, or?
No, the practical and the theory would be both taught in the car, both at the same time.
I see. And how are you still doing that, or?
No, I'm not. I've left that profession simply for the reason that it's very unstable right now. When I left it, I seen, in the 3 years that I was involved in it, I seen 8 driving schools go under, and the ones that were around weren't expanding, even downsizing some of them.
I see. Okay, well, what's your driving record like?
It's good. It's clean. I've got a driver's abstract with me. Would you like to see it?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Just looks as clean as can be. Are you married, Don?
No, I'm single.
How come?
Well, I've just chosen to be single.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Okay, well, you know, we look at single guys, we look at married guys, we think married guys are a little stable. You're not unstable, are you?
I'd like to think not.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's the dirty, we're supposed to throw in the dirty question here, so that was the one to. Okay. Thanks for coming in.
Okay.
And we'll talk again in a week, I understand.
Okay, thank you very much, pal. Pleasure meeting you.
Okay. Thanks for now. Dick Robertson, you're here to apply for a job with Curtis Motors?
I understand you have some position to do.
Yes. What position are you interested in?
Well, I was considering being a receptionist.
Oh, well, good. Well, have a seat right here, Beth, and let's talk about receptioning and what you've done. What experience do you have as a receptionist in the past?
Well, I really don't have too much experience being a receptionist, but I have been a school teacher for 11 years, and I worked with people a lot in that capacity and also in the church, and I feel like I work well with people and that I could be beneficial to your company.
What church is that you're talking about?
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Oh, and what did you reception for them?
Well, no, not really, but I have had different positions of responsibility there. And
That were with people or something?
oh, yes.
What have you done that worked with people?
Well, I worked in the women's organization and also with young women,
Oh.
and I enjoyed that a good deal.
What have you done in the women's organization there?
Well, I was president of their organization.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How big a group of women was there?
Oh, there were 30, 40 women.
And what did you do to them
Well,
or for them?
for them. It's an organization. Our motto is charity never faileth, and we are service to each other and to wherever we can be.
Like what?
Well, we go visiting every month as two sisters go together, and we find out if the women we visit are have any need of anything, whether they have jobs or whether they need help in any way. We report back to our bishop and how they're doing.
I see. Is the bishop in charge or something? Or?
Yes, he's in charge.
I see. And what about these sisters? Do only sisters go to them?
Yes.
You said two sisters went.
Yes.
What about the others that aren't sisters? What do they do?
You mean the men?
No. I mean,
Oh.
you said that sisters went. What about the others that aren't sisters? What do they do?
Well, in our church, we call each other brothers or sisters.
Oh.
And that's the reason, I guess.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So you would go and visit these homes and decide, see if they needed some help?
Oh, yes.
And what kind of things would you do to help them?
Well, sometimes they might need to learn how to take care of their homes a little better, or help them sew, maybe with their children.
Like a new mother,
Yes,
maybe, eh?
yes. One time we had a mother who had a child, and the child was injured at birth, and we went in, helped her, gave her encouragement, took care of the home for a while, and brought food in when people were ill or sick, or things like that.
Oh, okay. Well, so you've had a lot of face-to-face experience with helping people then.
That's right.
Well, that could make a pretty good receptionist. I guess we'll talk again next week.
Okay,
And
good.
again, and so we'll see you then. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you very much for interviewing me, and look forward to hearing from you.
Okay.
Christensen?
You've come to apply for a job here at Curtis Motors?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What job are you applying for, Cliff?
We're applying for electrical department work.
Oh, okay. Well, have a seat here. What have you done in electrical? What experience do you have in electrical work?
I worked 20 years in the Air Force as an electrician on aircraft.
Oh.
And about 7 years as an electrician in a mobile home plant.
Oh. Well, we have those wires and things in cars, so maybe were you thinking of working on the assembly line, or are you more interested in working in the plant? We're going to build a new plant, so we need electricians there.
I could do both.
Hmm? Oh, so start out building the plant, and then when it gets operating, move to the assembly line, eh?
Right.
Oh, you're a gutsy kind of guy. Hey, well, yeah, I guess we could. You have to talk to our personnel people about that. 2 for 1. We'd be getting 2 for 1 then, wouldn't we? Yeah, okay.
Be a good deal
Oh,
for the company.
and I guess, what, do you feel that that work with those airplanes would be of some help, eh?
It really would. It makes car systems quite simple in comparison.
Oh, is that right? What about the computer side of things? You know, we're getting kind of computerized with a lot of sensors and things. Is that okay?
I believe I could pick up your system.
Okay, have you ever done any, instructed others in how to do electrical or
Some.
that kind of thing?
I've got a little instruction.
Have you been in a position of managing or supervising others in your electrical work?
In the Air Force, I was a supervisor, yes.
Oh, how many people would you have reporting to you?
I had anywhere from 6 to 8 people at times. That was the average size of the crew.
I see you've done some, it's just the last couple of years that you've been in the custodial
Yes.
maintenance area,
Yes.
using some of your experience there, eh?
In the maintenance department, yes. We do maintenance on the buildings, and I've done primary electrical maintenance.
Oh. Do you have, are you a journeyman electrician, or?
Not quite. I had 3 years out of the 4. I've got 3 years toward journeyman. The company closed down before I could finish that 4th year.
Oh. Okay, well, thanks for coming in. I think we're gonna talk again in a week.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Appreciate that very much.
okay. I'll let you take that with you and so you can hang on to it.
We'll see you again.
Okay.